What I remember most about my first year of organized football was that I was in the 7th grade, and it turned out I didn't know as much as I thought I did. Being the son of a coach, I thought I had it down pat. My dad played football in college. I said, I know football. And then I realized my coaches knew a heck of a lot more than I did, and they knew more than me and all my teammates combined, and all of us struggling to learn how to actually play. You know, it's not the turkey bowl that you play on Thanksgiving with your family. This is the real deal, and trying to learn all the fundamentals and now make it into a semblance of a game and make it look like true football. I learned a ton that year. The thing that sticks out the most that my dad taught me, I was a sophomore in high school, and I'd been asked to try out for the varsity football team to be a quarterback. And the year before, I'd just been on the freshman team, and now I'm going to play with all these veteran guys. And my dad drove me to my first practice, and before I got out of the car, he said, just one last thing. He said, if you're going to be the quarterback with a bunch of veteran guys, you have to find your voice. You have to speak up. You can't just go in there and, trap right. He said, you've got to step up and be assertive, even though they're older, to learn, to not just learn, but to make sure they understand that you are in control and that you're running things. And he says it's going to be the hardest thing you've ever done in your life to date, but that's the only way it's going to get done. And I remember that to this day, having to step up and be assertive, even at times you don't feel like you should be. The biggest piece of advice I'd give youth coaches is fundamentals, fundamentals, fundamentals. We get very obsessed with scheming, how to beat other teams. This defense is the greatest defense I've ever seen. This type of offense is terrific. And drawing plays and teaching those to youngsters. Teach them from the ground up. Block, tackle, catch, run, all the things that go into the basics of learning how to play football, and tune those up really well before you worry about trying to out-scheme people. The first thing I would tell them is that you're going to play the most challenging position on the field. If you want to become a defensive back, the receivers and the running backs, they all know what they want to do when the huddle breaks, and you're reacting to them. So you have to be a little bit better athlete to be able to react and still make a play that's going to be a winning play for your team. The second thing is, they always tell you to have short-term memory. You're going to get beat as a defensive back. It's going to happen. True. But have some long-term memory, too, to remember why you got beat, so that you can carry that forward with you so it won't happen again. And last but not least, have a great time out there. The best athletes on the football team play defensive back. That's why you're out there. So go have some fun.